Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious, building up an illusion of a world full of trust, moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough, hiding away from everyone, I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never happened, maybe just a dream. Could it be my imagination running out of steam? All I know is every time I see you, I feel insecure. I'm unable to find the words, how can I be sure? I'm holding on when everything's gone.
Welcome back, everyone. This is King Party J Sunrise from the DK Soldiers, and we're back at it again.
What the away? Go away. Step away. Goodbye. Drive away. If you hook onto that vehicle,
Come on in, the water's fun. Make yourself right at home and enjoy the stream as best as you can.
you
Man.
will be arrested. Drive away. Drive away.
Oh my fucking god. Son of a... Woo! Let's get it, baby!
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, and welcome to the Decayed Army.
What is going on, guys? This is King Predator J7X from the Decayed Soldier. We're back here at it again with some more Outlast. We're actually doing the Outlast DLC, or Outlast Whistleblower DLC, sorry. I don't know how long this DLC is. I've heard that it's been 1 to 2 hours, general playtime. But who knows, we might actually get it finished tonight. But anyway, let me get everything loaded. What is loading right now? Okay, it stopped. But yeah, let me get everything set up and let me make sure I have the DLC installed. And we'll get to it. Alright, let's see. Car Mechanics Simulator 2021 has an update. What's the patch notes? Optimized car saloon. Broken mods no longer breaks the other mods loading process. Fixed bug with selecting car versions. Showroom. Proper value shown in interior left seat rotation of the car editor. Jaguar DLC. Got the 1961 Jaguar E-Type, or 1991 Jaguar XJS, 1992 Jaguar XJ220, and the 2017 F-Type. Engines is the V8 AK133, V6 TWR JV6, V12 HE, and i6 or inline 6XK. Might have to look into that. There is what was the deal? Other DLCs, the fuck, Nissan and the fuck, what is it? The Electrics DLC, right? Yeah, the electric car DLC and the Nissan DLC was the other two. Alright, let me go back to what I was originally gonna do. I just saw I had an update and was like, ooh. Alright, let's see. Do I have installed properties DLC? I do, alright. Alright. It's going to perform a first time setup. Or maybe not, actually. I gotta go through the settings, though, that's for damn sure. Options. Graphics. Very high, that's okay. I need to get my... Riva Tuner display on. Because I should have a problem out of this game, but... Is it actually going to work for this game? Maybe. There we go. Alright, looks like all my settings actually saved from the last time. That's weird. It was not an ultra setting, so we're on the max graphic settings. Southpaw, I don't know what the fuck that is. I think that's, what do you call it? Inversion. Of course, I don't use a controller. I don't know why I'm skipping frames on the loading screen now. Disable motion blur, that's part of it. VSync, I'm gonna have to have that on because fucking OBS hates when VSync's on, or off rather. Alright. It'd help if I had the game fucking actually showing. Will it work this way? Yeah, it will. Did I get rid of the display capture? Hopefully that doesn't. I did, okay. Cause fucking when I played Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, I had to fucking fuck with my display capture. Or add a new one rather. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn up the desktop audio because I turned down last night. Is that where I had it last time? Fuck, I don't know. Put it about there and see. I'll check if it's too loud. Shouldn't be. Alright, new game. I'm doing normal.
You don't have to wake up, but open your eyes. What's the matter? Somebody hit you? Here, let me help.
Andrew, you getting these alerts?
Kind of busy here.
It sounds like real trouble. At the engine, they said Hope made a lateral ascension.
What do we hope? They're not happy about it?
No.
Shit. Shit. Come on.
Well. Okay, did it crash? Don't know what the fuck happened there. I think it actually did. Hold up. Do this. Alt F4 didn't work. Alright, how about I do it this way? Actually, where the hell is it? Hell, that's not responding. Fucking come here, bit. Not cool. I don't want to do fucking Corsair. Okay, in task. I don't know what happened there. I actually don't know what happened there. Let's try it again, shall we? Alright. New game, normal. Start again, Joe. I actually don't. I have no idea what the fuck happened there.
Open those eyes. You don't have to wake up, but open your eyes. What's the matter? Somebody hit you? Here. Let me help you.
Andrew, you getting these alerts?
Kind of busy here.
It sounds like real trouble. At the engine, they said Hope made a lateral ascension.
Really hope. Shit. They're not happy about it?
No,
Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Come on.
Alright. You don't know me? I have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. I did 2 weeks of software consult at Markov psychiatric systems, facilities in the Mount Massive, all sorts of NDAs I'm very much working right now. But seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happen there. Or happening there. Don't understand it. Don't believe half the things I saw. Doctors talking about the dream therapy going too deep. Finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt and Markov is making money. It needs to be exposed. So this, as far as I know, this goes after the events of the original story.
Who's in here? What the hell are you doing?
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Why am I having problems? I should be able to run this very high, no problem. I need to go through here. Let me see. I guarantee as soon as I apply this, OBS is going to have a panic attack. It still didn't fix the issue. What the fuck? Why are you must be like this? CPU's not running off the charts. Yeah, CPU's not running off the charts. GPU's not running off the charts either. So I don't know why. Let's see. What the fuck? Let's see. I don't know what the fuck's happening. None of my hardware is running off the charts. It's the game itself. Let's see. Let's see here. What can I do? Not store page. Properties. Oh, excuse me. Let me put some music on for you guys. Let's see if I can figure this out. We tried deleting it and re-downloading it. Couldn't take too long. Because I have no idea why it's doing that. Hell, we might not even be able to do it tonight. I don't know why. This is not my hardware's fault. It's something with the game. Let me put it on. How big is this? My SSD's not gonna be able to do that. Never mind. Which I guarantee that wasn't the problem either, but it was a shot. Shut up, phone. And if this don't work, I don't know, because I can't go to an older version. And as far as I know, they haven't updated this game in years. Let's see. I know it's not a driver issue because I have current driver. Well, maybe not the current driver, but it's up there. Hell, I don't even know if they've released a new driver update or not. I have to look. Alright. Before I do this, let me look at this too. View integrity of game files. I forgot I can do that. Fuck. Because that very well could be the issue too. Which I don't know why it happened because I literally downloaded it before I started sharing. Because when I reset this computer completely, I only download the games that I normally play on a daily basis. Well, I can't say daily basis anymore. But and yes, you guys may wonder why I'm using disposable. I usually hate these fucking things. Just because it's much cheaper going this route. But this is a fucking very good flavor. It's berries and cream, I think it is. All the files successfully validated, and you cannot find these in the fucking bottles. The closest one I've gotten was Strawberry Banana Frost, I think it was, and that was from Mr. Freeze. Alright, so everything's good with the game files. Let me make sure that my hardware is also not the issue. As far as I checked, it's not. CPU's fine, memory's fine. GPU's fine. Because I know why it's at 50% because I'm using the encoder for the stream as well. Or using the GPU as an encoder. Because that's all I got right now. I am eventually going to get a not graphics card, fucking shit. Video card, but fuck, same thing. Capture card. I don't know why that took me so long to fucking figure that out. Options, if anything, that's right. Let's mute that for a second. I'll put VSync back on. I'm still having frame issues and I don't know why. The game's only using, well, in the menu, 39% of my GPU. So I don't know. I guess we can only do is try. I don't... Unless there's been a recent bug. But as far as I know, they haven't updated this game in years. Let's try it. I'm trying to use my fucking normal one. The only thing I don't like about these is it does a pack a punch as my old shit does. Can I skip this? I cannot. I'm gonna run it and see if it works. If it does, I'll switch back. Yeah, there's no way I can skip it. I'm having hella frame issues. I shouldn't with the fucking 2060. Hell, my old card fucking ran this shit perfectly. I'm still having frame issues. I don't know why. It did the same shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. Hmm. I don't know what to do. The thing is it doesn't necessarily crash, but it minimizes the window and then freezes. I don't know why. Uh, um, let's see. Look for the V credits folder. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to see chat here in a minute. Okay. Let's see. Browse the game directory. The game is installed. Look for the B credits folder installed, and the problem should be solved. I don't have that folder. Or do I? We may not be able to do this tonight, and I don't know why, and it's starting to piss me off. I don't even have that fucking folder. Hmm. Ah. Yeah, this is a start. So apparently it's a common occurrence. Um, I'm gonna see if there's a fix. If not, gotta find a different game to play for tonight. I was actually really looking forward to this, not gonna lie. Hmm. I fucking wonder. Hold up. Recommended OS: Windows Vista 7 or 8. Hmm. Uh, Well, that might have told me something if it wasn't in fucking Spanish. Gotta love it. uh, uh, Apparently, crashing in the DLC itself is a common occurrence. Um, I don't know. I can try reinstalling the DLC again, but I doubt it'll work. We're getting somewhere. Maybe. Fuck. If this fixes the issue, I'm gonna be pissed. Options, graphics, full screen, apply. You want to keep this resolution setting? Yes. A little bit better. The last time I did that, it fucking did the thingy again. Frames still not stable. I don't know why. I wonder. Let me get out of here real quick. I think I had to use display capture for a reason, or game capture for a reason. Outlast, where are you? There you will it work? Properties. Okay. It crashed. It didn't freeze though. So we're at a start. It actually legitimately crashed this time around. Which happens to some games when you tab out. I don't know why that is. Bye. Thing gonna load. And in time now, overlay. I'm still having SPS FPS issues, but it's not as bad. So let's start. However, never mind. It just loaded as soon as I exit the fucking game. God damn it. Yeah, but we're gonna start, hopefully. Because if this doesn't work, I guess we'll continue with Spooky's Nightmare, or Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. See if we can get through all 1,000 rooms. I think we left off room 300 last night. I think. Don't quote me. Okay, let my shit load in real quick. There we go. Alright. Let's try this now.
You don't have to wake up, but open your eyes. What's the matter? Somebody hit you? Here. Let me help.
Andrew, you getting these alerts?
Kind of busy here.
It sounds like real trouble. At the engine, they said Hope made a lateral ascension.
What do we hope? They're not happy about it?
No.
Shit. Shit. Come on.
Oh my god. It looks like it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to play this goddamn game. Shit, wrong thing.
Way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious.
Let me
Building up an illusion of
check something.
a world full of trust.
I know this won't be entirely the issue, because it is a fairly old game, but it's worth a check.
It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone. I don't know where I'm coming from.
496.13. What do I got?
Maybe just a dream.
What is Afterburner? 47141. So yeah, I am in need of an A driver update, but it's not that old, at least the one I have. So that's not the issue. I don't know what to do. Unless there's a bug on the DLC itself, because this is the only game I've had this happen with. I don't know. I'll have to try a different day. See what I can find out. But it's just not gonna work with me. So. Alright, let me see here. What do we got? Though I will be getting Resident Evil 3 soon. Because it is actually on sale. So that'll probably be next week. Oh, I forgot about that. Where is it? 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 Yeah. Alright, we're gonna try this. It's called Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft. It's a cinematic horror type thing, visual novel, all this stuff. So we'll try that. What's the specs? Core i5. Yeah, we'll be good. Alright, let me change the title. I need to not Discord. Damn it. We open this back up. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to see chat real quick. Let me change titles here. I'll have to actually go on YouTube and change the title because it won't work with Restream. Alright, so this will be a little bit of a longer stream because well, yeah. Now, I don't know what entails in this game. This is actually, it will be the first time. I've actually even seen, I've never seen it before, so. Do they even have it in the category section? Is the question. Yeah, they don't. So I'll put Dagon because they don't have, or do they? They got Dragon Ball, Dragon Quest. Nothing that I'm looking for. So we'll just put Dagon. Alright, so that's done. Whoa, what the fuck did I just do? What the fuck? Sup, I gotta run early tonight, sorry. Oh, you're good, man. This stream we've had problems with because, fucking, we're originally gonna do Alice Whistleblower Disney, but I had problems with it crashing every fucking time I, got past a certain point. So we're actually gonna do something different, which I think is gonna be pretty interesting. Will the titles change? Hey, if you're on Twitch, tell me if the titles changed. Alright, I need to go to content, live, edit. I need to go here. Alright. Okay, both titles are changed. At least it should be. Let me double check. Yep. All right. Let's see. Let's check Twitch real quick. Yep. All right. Let's go to Steam. Gotta download it first. How long you gonna be here, T? Yeah, if I can find if I can find the game again. Where'd it go? Unless it's all the way up there. Where'd it go? There we go. Download. I don't know how long this is, so I was just looking through fucking horror games and found it. So. Alright. Let's try it. Volume's gotta go down for damn sure. Dagon is a faithful interactive adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's work, focused on the story and atmosphere. You will not find difficult choices, action sequences, or inventory management here. The movement is limited to progressing through locations along with the plot. Nice.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more.
During the game, you encounter interactive elements. Some of them will allow you to continue your journey. It's fucking loud as shit. Some of them will allow you to continue your journey. Others reveal interesting facts about the original short story, its historical background, and the author. Some of the trivia is hidden. In order to find those secrets, focus your eyes on and look at the Elder's sign, which is those. You can also access all found facts later. They will be available in the main menu.
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below.
Fuck. Damn. Alright, what do I look at now? Where can I move? I can't move. Oh, I gotta do that.
Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate.
I need to get that away from me. Try to use fucking normal vape.
When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Is there anything I can interact with? There's several things I can interact with. Morphine. Morphine entered into the use of the 19th century and was routinely administered to treat severe pain during I cannot speak. During the American Civil War in 1861 to 1865, the World War in 1914 to 1918, it was also sold without restrictions until 1914. Morphine became more popular after the invention of the hypodermic syringe around 1854. Frederick Saturner, who first isolated the substance, originally named it morphinium, after Morpheus, the Greek god associated with the dreams. I did not know that. At the time when Dagon was published, morphine abuse, known as soldier's disease, already posed a big problem in the United States. Huh. I like how it gives you facts about shit.
It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet
Let me put the voiceovers just a little bit higher, because you can't hear it over the damn boats and shit.
of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider. The Great War was then at its very beginning, and the ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation. So that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners.
There's probably things I can interact with. The Huns were Central Asian nomads who established a dominion in Europe and invaded the Roman Empire in the 5th century. That is loud. Holy fuck. In the 5th century AD, they were known as brutal, deadly warriors and masters of quick raids who also developed powerful composite bows, lassos, and early siege weapons. During World War I, the British used the word Hun as a synonym for Germans in order to emphasize their brutality. However, the term originated when the German Emperor Wilhelm II gave a speech to his troops on 27th July 1900. Before they embarked to China, should you encounter the enemy, he will be defeated, no quarter will be given, prisoners will not be taken, whoever falls into your hands is forfeited. Just as 1,000 years ago, the Huns, under their King Attila, made a name for themselves, one that even today makes them seem mighty in history and legend. May the name German be affirmed by you in such a way in China that no Chinese will ever again dare to look cross-eyed at a German. The refusal to take prisoners is a clear breach of the laws and customs of war adopted during the first Hague Convention of 1899. Damn.
So liberal, indeed, was the discipline of our captors, that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone in a small boat with water and provisions for a good length of time.
Yeah, let me turn everything down just a slight bit, because this game is loud in general. That's better. That's better, a lot better. Alright, anything I can interact with here? Oh, yeah. Is there another hint thingy over here? Not that I can tell. I don't want to miss any of those, because those are pretty interesting facts.
When I finally found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings.
So, by the way, T, you actually get to see some H.P. Lovecraft's work.
Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator.
The fuck did I just hear? That's probably a seal or some shit.
Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, there's that. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Anything in the boat? Not that I can tell.
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
Yeah, I don't see to have to lid at all, buddy. Okay, there's that, which I'm assuming that's like a flask of some sort. No hints or anything here.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue. The change happened whilst I slept.
Oh shit, here we go.
Its details I shall never know. For my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous.
What the fuck? Sir, how did we get here?
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish black mire, which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far as I could see.
I'm not gonna lie, for like a visual novelist, that shit is really interesting. Anything by H.P. Lovecraft
And
is
in which my
interesting.
boat lay grounded some distance away.
It's just that. We just got a squid. Near it.
Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished.
Oh no, tentacles.
For there was in the air, and in the rotting soil, a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm in English class all over again. I really do.
The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish, and of other, less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain.
Where even is the sea line at? That's what I'm wondering.
Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence and barren immensity. There was nothing within hearing, and nothing in sight, save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear. The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
I was about to say, it fucking looks dark as shit. It's like the end of the world or some shit. Alright, can we find any clues? I doubt it. Because I don't think there's no facts about this shit. Oh. Oh.
As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that only one theory could explain my position.
I'd like to hear it.
Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths. So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean, straining my ears as I might. Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
I'm trying not to miss any of the facts and shit that's around here.
For several hours I sat thinking or brooding in the boat, which lay upon its side and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens. As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness, and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling purposes in a short time. That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue.
I don't think you're gonna find any fucking rescue, buddy.
On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease. The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
If there's anything else here. Nope. God, the sounds, dude.
All day I forged steadily westward, guided by a faraway hummock
What the
which
fuck are
rose higher
those?
than any other elevation on the rolling desert.
The fuck is that?
That night, I encamped, and on the following day still travelled toward the hummock, though that object seemed scarcely nearer than when I had first espied it.
Well, the Horrors of the Ocean. The creator of Cthulhu, Mythos, and the fictional underwater city of Relai. I don't know if that's how you properly pronounce it or not, but fuck it, we're going with it. I was convicted that life could not exist at the bottom of the ocean because the water pressure would make it uninhabitable. Today we know that the darkest deep of the ocean are home to many peculiar organisms. The deepest dwelling fish we have discovered so far, the Marinius snailfish, can live about 8,000 meters, more than 26,000 feet below the ocean surface, in never-ending darkness. At the hellishly crushing pressures, hundreds of times stronger than those found at sea level. Upon glancing at the modern photos of the deep sea creatures, such as the anglerfish, the fangtooth, or the viperfish, and their truly Lovecraftian characteristics, it's hard not to find some irony in this. True. And it is a good point. It's only, what was it? 95% of the ocean still has been explored. Because we can't physically go that deep into the ocean. Not yet, anyway.
By the fourth evening, I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance. An intervening valley setting it out in sharper relief from the general surface. Too weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill.
How? I would not be able to sleep.
I know not why my dreams were so wild that night, but ere the waning and fantastically gibbous moon had risen far above the eastern plain, I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more. Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again, and in the glow of the moon I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day.
This guy's voice is soothing. Not gonna bullshit.
Without the glare of the parching sun, my journey would have cost me less energy. Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset. Picking up my pack, I started for the crest of the eminence.
Alright, need more facts laying around here? Don't think so. What's in the bag?
I have said that the unbroken monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me. But I think my horror was greater when I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon, whose black recesses the moon had not yet soared high enough to illumine. I felt myself on the edge of the world, peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos of eternal night. Through my terror ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost, and of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness. As the moon climbed higher in the sky, I began to see that the slopes of the valley were not quite so perpendicular as I had imagined.
You know, if I was in this situation, I'd be fucking terrified.
Ledges and outcroppings of rock afforded fairly easy footholds for a descent, whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
Oh, sorry.
Urged on by an impulse which I cannot definitely analyze, I scrambled with difficulty down the rocks and stood on the gentler slope beneath, gazing into the Stygian deeps, where no light had yet penetrated. All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite slope, which rose steeply about 100 yards ahead of me. An object that gleamed whitely in the newly bestowed rays of the ascending moon. That it was merely a gigantic piece of stone, I soon assured myself.
How the fuck did it get there? It's a question.
But I was conscious of a distinct impression that its contour and position were not altogether the work of nature. A closer scrutiny filled me with sensations I cannot express. For despite its enormous magnitude, and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the bottom of the sea since the world was young, I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith, whose massive bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures. Dazed and frightened, yet not without a certain thrill of the scientist's or archaeologist's delight, I examined my surroundings more closely.
You know, and the thing is here recently there has been many of those popping around all over the world. I know there was one, fuck, where was it? I think it was actually New York that one popped into, and then, where else was it? I can't remember, but anyway, they've been popping over, for actually the past couple of years. Some of them has gone missing, somehow. Some of them just appeared out of random. So, it's definitely weird.
The moon, now near the zenith, shone weirdly and vividly above the towering steeps that hemmed in the chasm.
It's got all, like, fish and creatures and shit on it, and then what looks to be faces down at the bottom.
And revealed the fact that a far-flung body of water flowed at the bottom, winding out of sight in both directions, and almost lapping my feet as I stood on the slope.
Oh,
Across the chasm, the wavelets washed the base of the Cyclopean monolith, on whose surface I could now trace both inscriptions and crude sculptures. The writing was in a system of hieroglyphics unknown to me, and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books, consisting for the most part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like. Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world, but whose decomposing forms I had observed on the ocean-risen plain.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even realize that.
It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
There's a fact in here. Storytelling methods. Dagon contains many themes and storytelling methods that Lovecraft developed in his later works, such as telling the story through carvings at the Mountains of Madness, The Nameless City, journals and characters' notes, The Shadow Out of Time, The Hunter of the Dark, Islands Emerging from the Ocean, The Call of Cthulhu, or fictional beings and deities based on real events and mythologies. Mago in The Whisper in Darkness. It's also considered the origin of the popular Cthulhu mythos. Some of Lovecraft's other stories also conclude in a manner similar to Dagon, but let's skip to the details in order not to spoil the ending.
Plainly visible across the intervening water on account of their enormous size were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of a Doré. I think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men, though the creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto, or paying homage at some monolithic shrine which appeared to be under the waves as well. Of their faces and forms I dare not speak in detail, for the mere remembrance makes me grow faint. Grotesque beyond the imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer. They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby lips, glassy, bulging eyes, and other features less pleasant to recall. Curiously enough, they seem to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their scenic background. For one of the creatures was shown in the act of killing a whale, represented as but little larger than himself. I remarked, as I say, their grotesqueness and strange size, but in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring tribe. Some tribe whose last descendant had perished eras before the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born.
Any facts? Nope.
Awestruck at this unexpected glimpse into a past beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist, I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Then, suddenly, I saw it.
So what? Oh.
With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the surface, the thing slid into view above the dark waters. Vast, Polyphemus-like and loathsome, it darted like a stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith, about which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, the while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds. I think I went mad then.
I would too, shit.
Of my frantic ascent of the slope and cliff, and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat, I remember little. I believe I sang a great deal, and laughed oddly when I was unable to sing. I have indistinct recollections of a great storm sometime after I reached the boat. At any rate, I know that I heard pearls of thunder and other tones which nature utters only in her wildest moods.
The amount of bass is going in my headset right now.
When I came out of the shadows, I was in a San Francisco hospital, brought thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked up my boat in mid-ocean. In my delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention. Of any land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing. Nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
Alright, the journalist. Lovecraft was a prominent figure in the world of amateur journalism. In 1915, he started publishing his own journal called The Conservative, which included political and social commentary, poetry, short stories, and literary criticism written by him and other authors. Howard was a skilled wordsmith, but he also took criticism to heart, which resulted in his decision to step away from writing poetry and concentrated on weird fiction again. Yeah, you can say that again. For the first time since his teenage years, Dagon published in 1917, which is one of the short stories written during that period. And in this example excerpt from The Conservative, this master of horror fiction explains his attitude towards warfare and the idea of world peace. Why any sane human being Why any sane human being can believe in the possibility of universal peace is more than conservative can fathom. Should the entire civilized world agree simultaneously to disarm, one or more nations would undoubtedly retain secret armaments, however the fuck you say that, at the proper time, take advantage of their more altruistic and less astute contemporaries in the wild career of conquest against unarmed victims. No country is or ever can be above warfare until the basic impulses of human animal shall have the miraculously changed. Interesting. And for fucking, I wouldn't say this is a very high profit game, but the graphics are fucking on point.
Once I sought out a celebrated ethnologist and amused him with peculiar questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon, the fish god.
Alright, Dagon. Dagon was the main deity of the Philistines, worshipped throughout the Middle East as an ancient god of fertility and crops. In Hebrew, the word Dagon was common noun for grain. The rulers of Akkad, whatever. Fuck it. I've probably butchered a lot of words doing this shit. Chose him as patron saint of their war conquests. He also appeared as the judges of the dead in Assyrian poem in the underworld prison warder in one of the Babylonian texts. He is oftenly mistakenly taken for a fish god due to the wrong interpretation of his name. As in Hebrew, the word dag means fish. In H.P. Lovecraft's work, Dagon is an underwater deity ruling over the deep ones, a humanoid race with fish traits that resides in the oceans. He is worshipped by a secret cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Interesting. Any more effects on here? Okay, that's what we need to do to get further on. Nothing that I can get.
But soon perceiving that he was hopelessly conventional, I did not press my inquiries.
August Derleth and the Cthulhu Mythos. August Derleth was an American writer and anthologist. He also befriended Lovecraft and published many of his works through his company, Arkham House. Although he greatly contributed to the popularization of the author's work, after his death he's surrounded by numerous controversies. One of his most questionable decisions involved in introducing the good versus evil doctrine. Derleth was a devout Catholic to the Cthulhu Mythos, which contrasted with with Lovecraft's view of the world, and his approach to cosmic horror. As a result of the author's work, are often misunderstood and misrepresented in today's culture. It is also worth noting that Lovecraft was never really interested in creating a mythology. The term Cthulhu Mythos was coined by Derleth after the author left the mortal plane. Interesting. Oh, there's another one. The marketer, Lovecraft's attempt to find a job in 1925 were influenced by his advice he received from friends, among others. He started freelancing for a marketing magazine where he would write announcements and commercials. Feel free to judge his copywriting skills for yourself. Alright, from an ad for Curtis Woodwork. Curtis Woodwork embraces both the usual structure units and cleverest contrivances of built-in or permanent furniture, such as bookcases, dressers, buffets. I guess that's how you say that. I've never heard that. Cupboards. Every model is conceived and crafted with the purest art, ripest scholarship, and mellowest craftsmanship, which energetic enterprise can command, and made to conform rigidly to the architecture of each particular type of home. The cost, considering the quality and amazingly low, sorry. And a trademark on the individual pieces prevents any substitution by careless contractors. Source: Lovecraft Studies, Volume 7, Number 1, H.P. Lovecraft, S.T. Joshi. Or Joshi. Anything else? Don't see anything. Where are we at now? I heard it.
It is at night, especially when the moon is gibbous and waning, that I see the thing. I tried morphine, but the drug has given only transient surcease, and has drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave. So now I am to end it all, having written a full account for the information or the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
Oh, excuse me. Lovecraft on tobacco and alcohol. Lovecraft hated tobacco even though he used to smoke when he was 12, and damn. Of course, this was, 1800s, 1900s, so back then it was actually perceived as healthy. In order to look and feel like an adult, in his correspondence with friend Reinhard Kleiner, he claims that he quit as soon as he started wearing long pants. Okay. He also had a very strong opinion about alcohol, as evidenced by his letter to Zelia Brown, dated 13th February 1928. As for the matter of drinking, I have never tasted intoxicating liquor, and never intended to, having a strong aesthetic disgust at anything which blunts or coarses the delicate nature. Equipoise of the evolved human intellect and imagination. Drinking is cited my personal repugnance, hence I don't drink. Let the herd do what they will, and I am rather in favor of prohibition. The prohibition of any antisocial force as well as any other. Source: The Spirit of Revision, Lovecraft's letter to Zelia Brown, Reed Bishop, H.P. Lovecraft, Sean Branny, and Andrew Lehman, S.T. Joshi.
Often, I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm, a mere freak of fever, as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat after my escape from the German man-of-war. This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply. I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed, worshipping their ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. I dream of a day when they may rise above the billows to drag down into their reeking talons the remnants of puny, war-exhausted mankind. Of a day when the land shall sink, and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium. The end is near. I hear a noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
Don't go to the damn door, you idiot.
It shall not find me. God, that hand! The window! The window!
Alright, thanks for playing. We hope you enjoyed immersing yourself in a little pool of cosmic horror. We would appreciate if you took a moment to rate Dagon, and check out our other games and DLCs. Oh, there's DLCs. Huh. That was actually fucking interesting. I might actually have to check into these DLCs. What's the trivia? Damn, we miss a lot. Holy fuck. Okay. There's the morphine, the Huns, Horrors of the Ocean, journalists, storytelling methods, marketer, Dagon, Lovecraft of tobacco and alcohol, and the Cthulhu Mythos. Oh. I'm gonna have to check up on these. Because this was actually, you know, for being what it is, it wasn't that bad. Granted, it's not your conventional horror game. It's more or less a storytelling type of shit. But I liked it, I liked it. I'm actually going to see how much those DLCs are. Let me see here. Let's see. Store page. Little glass bottle DLC. Plan release date. What the fuck? That was it. Yeah, it's as far as I know about this whole like book or whatever, it's actually a pretty short story. So the Little Glass Bottle DLC is not out yet. It's supposed to be either this year or sometime next year. But join Captain Willie and Jones as a party of men on a treasure hunt adventure. The Little Glass Bottle is the second official DLC for Dagon. Based on the first surviving story by the master of weird fiction when he written when he was 7 years old. Take some rest for cosmic horror and eldritch underwater beings and experience the other most humorous side of H.P. Lovecraft. What's the second one at? It's $5 actually. What is this? With several Dagon related extras. Ebook version of Dagon, actually that wouldn't be bad. Fishhead audiobook version of Dagon narrator only. Audiobook version including additional sounds from the game, official wallpapers. So really it's the only other, this is basically the book and shit. Which I actually might check out because the book's pretty interesting. Anything by fucking H.P. and Lovecraft is interesting. It's fucked up at times, but interesting. But yeah, I actually really liked that. For being what it was. It's actually one of the first games I played that was actually like that. Pretty cool. I wonder if there's any other like that. Oh no, I like that. I like that. You know, when I looked at this game originally, I didn't think I was actually gonna like it. But it's H.P. Lovecraft. What is the reviews? Do not poke the deep ones. I liked it. I liked it. It was short, but I liked it. All right. We have about 10 minutes actually. I'm actually considering getting this DLC. Yeah. I'm actually, I'll definitely be playing this again once they release the other DLC. But yeah, I mean, it really, that was a really well thought out game. I like it. Alright, I hope you guys liked it. It's something definitely different than what we do here. Yeah, it's a nice change, it's a nice change. We might actually go through it again one day, see if we can find the other facts and shit. But it wasn't bad at all. And it's free on Steam if any of you guys want to get it yourself. Hell yeah. Alright, what are we gonna do for the remainder? I am going to clip out the beginning of it because I was originally gonna do LS Whistleblower DLC, but for whatever reason, I don't know why, it kept crashing. Like, I would get like at the beginning, and then once you actually were able to control the character, it fucking crashed. I even tried fucking deleting it, downloading it again, doing the same thing with the DLC, nothing. I'm gonna see if I can figure that out. But yeah. You know what? For the remainder. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We will probably sometime next week. Next week. Fuck, I can't speak. Next week. Go back to Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, see if we can get any further. If I remember correctly, we left off on room 300, I think. It's definitely not, you know, your average horror game. It's an indie game. So, I mean, and it was released in 2014, I think it was. But it's definitely a classic. But it's definitely not your, you know, really, really scary games. However, let's see. We still got LS2 to do, which that'll probably be next year, because that is a pretty long game. And if we can, me and Mike might do Phasmophobia and shit like that. But we might actually do some White Noise Online. We still need to actually do the video series of that. Or continue it, at least. And then, what else do we got? Bigfoot is a good one to do. As far as solo games go, any of the Dark Pictures anthology games, I might start out with, what is it called? Man of Medan. And the Dark Pictures anthology is really based on, not based on, but it's similar, very similar to, you know, Until Dawn, Heavy Rain, stuff like that. And it's a type of game where your choices actually matter, and you get achievements, good endings, bad endings, depending on how many people you have killed off accidentally or have saved. I'm not gonna lie, I have actually seen a full gameplay of Man of Medan. Any of the other two games I have not. I've seen a little bit of Little Hope. And then literally tomorrow, or the 22nd, sorry, Houses of Ashes is gonna drop, which seems pretty good. I'll actually play the trailer. If I don't get in trouble for doing this. I shouldn't. Let's see if I can get it paused here. Okay, I'll hide my face.
You believe in God?
Absolutely not.
We'll start believing. We are under attack by I don't know what. You wouldn't believe me even if I tried. Hell, I don't believe it and I was there.
In Sumerian myth, they say the souls of the dead went deep underground to the House of Ashes, where they lived on dust, plagued by the demons of the underworld.
It looks like it's going to be good, but of course these games never disappointed at all. Then you got let's see here. See if I can show any of the others. Where's Man of Dawn? Actually, I'll just fucking search for the damn games instead of looking through my goddamn wish list, which is like 100 some games at this point. Not wish list. I need to go through their search. Dark Pictures Anthology. Alright, that's House of Ashes, which you already seen. Little Hope. Man of Dawn. As far as I know, Man of Dawn was actually the first of these series. Which this is the one I've actually seen people play through.
In your world of connections, some would say that you can never be truly, genuinely alone. And yes, in your darker moments,
Conrad!
when you feel isolated, vulnerable, a helping hand, a reassuring word, the thought that there is someone else out there, someone who shares in your story, can be enough to see one through the most difficult of situations. But sharing diminishes control, and that has consequences. There are always consequences. And should that helping hand become somehow detached, or those reassuring words lost in the dark, then that feeling of isolation becomes amplified. When you realize that even within your connected world, you can still find yourself purely and absolutely alone.
Yep. This one is actually pretty cool. Like I said, these games are very heavily influenced by Until Dawn and Heavy Rain. This is Little Hope.
We're going the wrong way.
It's fine, just a quick detour. What happened? Where are we?
We're near Little Hope. Sounds like a fun place.
Funnily enough, Little Hope does have an interesting and dark history.
The way this fog just appears, it's not natural.
Seems the fog won't let us go anywhere except into the center of town.
What the hell is this thing?
A warning, perhaps.
Get off of me!
What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
There's someone else out here, by the fire.
Come play. Come play with me.
My God, what do we do?
What the hell is that?
Get the hell out of there!
I'm next.
She is the one in league with the devil.
As far as I know, let me make sure I'm not lying to you. God, what am I thinking of? It's based on, fuck, what is it? Let me look it up here. Yeah, the Witch Trials. It was that's what I'm looking for. The Andover Witch Trials. It's based, at least the Little Hope area is for little I know about the game, has very historical impact from that era. And that's why you saw I guess you can say a witch running around the fucking fire. Or and all that. Well, it's pretty cool from what little I've seen about this. Any of these games are fucking phenomenal. Shit, I could have just fucking looked that. But yeah, those are potential, at least maybe not this year, but next year's October. This will be being played. But yeah. Alright. I think it's about time to end it. Let's see what else I got lined up here. I guarantee I'm not going to get through all of these that I have planned. Outlast 2 is going to have to wait for next year, because that's a pretty long game. What else? Beyond Two Souls is not entirely horror. Blair Witch is going to have to wait next year. Stoma, which I really want to bring back. The last time I actually streamed that was back when I was still on the PlayStation. I never did finish it, and I want to, redo that entire series on the PC. But I'm going to have to wait until I finish with the Resident Evil series before I even consider doing that. Alien Isolation might come to the channel. I don't know yet. Let's see what else I got here. And No Way Out. It's not a horror game, but it is something that me and Michael can do. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. Way Out is basically a story about two people who go to jail, and you literally have to break out, and it's literally a co-op game. I've seen it being played many and many times. I'm sure you guys probably have too. It's a very interesting game, though. At the beginning, we're gonna have to watch because there is some very split second of nudity. Not bad though, but it's definitely bannable. That's an idea. That's all of the horror games I have lined up. Played that with Aaron, good game. Yeah, it's a really good game. But yeah. Heavy Rain might come to the channel too. I don't think, no, we've never played that on this channel. I know T, did you ever finish Heavy Rain, by the way? I think you did, I'm just not entirely sure. Oh, excuse me. Detroit Become Human, that's something I did start on the channel, never finished it. It didn't even go past one episode. Or one stream, rather. Because I think when I did that stream, I was actually at Thomas's house and was streaming it there. I don't even know. I don't think we got that far into the game. It was only like 40 minutes long. Heavy Rain. I think you finished it, but I'm not entirely sure. Fucking nose is itching. I do want to do Condemned Criminal Origins. It's a fucking classic. But where it's so old, the OS requirement is Vista. So I would have a hell of a time fucking trying to get that to work on Windows 10. Oh yeah, it was interesting but kind of annoying for me. Yeah, it can be. I know you had quite a few problems with your audio back then with that game. But there's a lot of ideas I want to do. It just takes money. The Resident Evil 3 will actually come sometimes next week. Because there is a sale going on for the entire Resident Evil franchise, actually. And it's marked down 67%. So, that helps me out a lot, actually. I'm still looking for a way I can get the original to work on an emulator. All I've found is, I would have to have a PS2 literally right beside me. Because the thing is, I would have to store the PlayStation 2 BIOS on a flash drive, install that BIOS on the emulator, and then get the download, and then figure it out from there. And I don't have a PS2. I sold that shit a long time ago, which I honestly fucking regret. I'm tempted one day to buy another one, like a refurbished one or some shit like that. Because I might be able to do what T's doing, you know, get a capture card and do that shit. Because there's a lot of games that I used to play back then that it's not on PS, or not PS, for fucking PC. There is, some of them are, but the thing about PS2 games, PS3 games that has been ported to PC, they don't perform that well. Like White Noise Online. It was ported originally from the 360. But the thing is, where it's not really meant for the PC, you occur into some problems with frame rate drops and all that shit. The same thing with Condemned Criminal Origins. That was back on the PS2. And it's on PC, and where it's minimal requirements for Vista, people are having a lot of hard time to getting it run, since, you know, we're all the way, you know, almost at Windows 11, which, by the way, for all you gamers out there, including UT, don't get it, because they're running into a lot of issues with Windows 11. I wouldn't get it until they fixed all that. But that they haven't even officially released Windows 11, so Got mine and beat Most Wanted number 5 tonight in MWO5. Hell yeah. I didn't actually get a chance to fucking stop by. Sadly. But yeah. Alright guys. I think that's about time for me to end. Oh. Yeah, but that fucking game, I liked it. There's definitely a different feel to it. Like I said, it's a visual novel type of thing, so it's not really much playing involved. But even with that, I mean, that was fucking phenomenal. I mean, the fucking creators did. Who actually created this game? Now that I think about it. Where is it here? There it is. Store page. Yeah, fucking, shout out to Bit Golem, dude. They did a really good job doing this shit. Granted, I never have read this story. I might actually, and this is saying a lot for me because I don't read. I hate reading books, that is. If I have to read in a game, it's all right. I might actually see if I can find this book and read it. Like I said, this game was a very shortened version of it, even though the original story was a very short story. But yeah. Alright. Now time to actually end it. Already knew what knew and was not planning on it, really. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, guys, if you guys are on Twitch, make sure you follow, hit the subscribe button if you want. It helps us make content. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification button, so every time we upload or stream, you'll get notified. Fucking noses at you. Fuck. If you're following any of our social medias, being TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that fun shit, if you want to further support our content, go check out our Twitch or YouTube or both. It's whatever you prefer. But as always, I hope you guys have a great night. Good night, TSS. And good night, everyone else that stopped by. And good night to the lurkers. I am so happy with my setup because of how unique it is. I do not see anyone streaming like me from the PlayStation. There is barely anyone there doing that shit. I know now, with older games, it's all people are getting emulators that play like the old Nintendo games and all that. It's not, you don't find a lot of people doing the old PlayStation games and all that shit. Which sucks. I mean, there was a lot of fucking good games on the PS2, PS3, etc. But yeah. Tomorrow night, I don't know if it'll be the Forest. I'll have to talk to Michael about it. Like I said, he's still getting used to working. And it's the same thing with Friday night. I don't know if it's going to be Destiny or not. If not, we might continue with the whole horror thing. I might actually get the DLC for Dagon and actually, granted, it's not gonna have visuals like we saw today. It's gonna be an audiobook. I'll have something playing in the background, maybe my face. I don't know. And we can do it that way. But yeah. I don't even know what I was about to say. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one. That's why I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, you don't find people like that anymore. But, I'm going to say goodbye. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.